Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daryl and this is Future Proof. In this channel, I try to teach you how to invest into cryptocurrencies, how to save your buying power, and most importantly, how to be profitable in this space. Guys, I want you guys to be very aware of any comments that you see in the comment bar that's someone pretending to be me. It is not me. I will never ever ask you to send me any form of cryptocurrencies or payment because matter of fact, I don't need it. And also with that said, I have a very important video to share with you guys today. I've been bringing you some valuable information always. And if you appreciate that I take my time to do this, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so you know exactly when I post a video. Okay. Right now, guys, we have mixed feelings all over the market. We have Bitcoin slightly in red. We have Ethereum, BNB in solid green. And we have indecisiveness over the market, and I'm going to share with you guys my view, and I'm going to reiterate what I said in my video yesterday. I also have to bring up the fact that, of course, in the past couple weeks, 2 weeks to a month, I've been warning you guys of all these whale manipulation and how these were bull traps, and now we must be wondering, like, why am I saying are the bulls back? It's not that I'm just changing my mood and I'm not being consistent. I want you guys to understand this market does whatever it wants, okay? We're not here to predict what the market is going to do. We're here to analyze the probability of the move and what direction this move may go. Therefore, if I see bearish signals, I'm going to tell you guys and I'm going to share with you guys on this channel because I appreciate that you guys come here when I post a video and you like the video and you drop a comment below and so on. And when I see there are slight signs that we might have a short-term reversal, which is what I think it is, I'm not saying we're going to reverse and literally pump back to 100,000. That's not what I'm saying. If you watched my video yesterday to the fullest, you would understand that I do still think that a def cross is intact, but in 2018, we already had, when we had a def cross, Bitcoin still pumped 50% before going down another 70 something percent. So in this scenario, and what I said in my video yesterday is that altcoins will extremely benefit from something like that, which is why I want to share with you guys once again on this video what I see is happening with the Bitcoin chart. I'm also going to be showing you guys some altcoins that I've been accumulating and that's already in profit for me and that I'm looking to accumulate more of. And I'm also going to try to give you guys some example as to why I am accumulating these altcoins, because I'm not about buying altcoins based off hype or communities, even though that is very important. What I really look for is fundamentals and how these projects may change the world as we know it today. Because in my view, I believe that cryptocurrencies in general are going to change how we live our lives in the future. And if you don't believe that, then you're in the wrong game and you should not be trading crypto. Because if your mind is only to make money in this market, you're most likely going to lose money, because being so hungry to make money, you're missing out the bigger picture. All right. And that's why you're not going to make these gains. So you guys know since the last bull run, I was also calling out a lot of gems, and a lot of them made a lot of gains during that time. Of course, we went to a short-term bear market, and I'm sorry if I couldn't basically tell you guys when things were going down. But my Patreon, we took our profits really early, and we were riding a lot of these waves. So I highly recommend, if you guys are doing this by yourself, consider joining my Patreon group. We became like a big family when we help each other, and that way you can get my signals first and see exactly what I'm doing. All right, so let's get right to it. We can see that currently the whole market is up 3.6%. We have Bitcoin slightly in red, but we have some other coins like Qcoin token, Sushi, Torchain, Aave is still in the green. Aave in 7 days is up 44%. So I'm very lucky and fortunate that I saw what Aave was doing. I'm a big fan of Aave. We're going to talk about this in this video. Me and most of my Patreon, we scooped up Aave under $200, and now we're in major profit on this one. Same for synthetics. Synthetics, we're swooping synthetics at $8. And you'll see the charts, you'll see the buy zones that I had set up and all of that. Okay. In this video, guys, I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. Not only am I going to show you the charts about some of these altcoins, I'm also going to show you how to like trade these in the smart ways and not just touring your money, how to find where to put your stop losses and how to get in. Okay. But let's get straight to it. Bitcoin right now has a lot going on. Okay. We had like about almost a month and a half of sideways action. Okay. Sideways action is good no matter what people say. Sideways action means that there's accumulation being done. And it could be the whales, it could be retail, it doesn't matter. Regardless, we didn't just dump right away. You can see that 30,000 has been serving as a major support for us. And before we actually go, we can't just pierce it now. We need to have like a little bounce up and then come back down with some strength in order to break that 30,000. I still believe there is a high possibility that we go to the 25,000. Okay, you need to understand. But there is also more likelihood that now we go up to about the 45,000 and even come to this 46,000 area, which will most likely get rejected. Let me zoom out so you guys can see. You see this triangle I formed here? This is the range that we may be ranging in before we have another dump. Therefore, I believe that a pump to 46, 47,000 is going to ignite some altcoins. And we can already see that happening with coins like Aave. Look, guys, Aave is up a lot already since we were scooping it. Aave right now is already up went up to 90% gains. Okay. Compound was also killing it. You can see Compound literally was pumped over like 141%. So the reason I'm showing you guys this is because DeFi is moving, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to get left behind. And yes, I changed my view because I adapt to the moment and I adapt to the situation that we're in. Some people, they're so stuck in one situation that they fail to realize when the trend might have changed. And that's not me. I've literally practiced this mentally that like, I'm not sticking to one thing. If I see a change in the trend, I'm going to adapt to it. Okay. And another thing to say is that a lot of YouTubers, when I was bearish, they were still bullish. And now I see all these YouTubers turning bearish. So now has me question, I should be turning bullish. Okay. Because you have to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. And this whole time on Bitcoin, all here, since here, I was bearish. Okay. And I warned this drop. All here, I was bearish. And I warned all these bull traps. Okay. And now here, okay, here, I'm turning bullish. So if this doesn't tell you about my strategy and how I think, I don't know what will, because I try to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Now, all these people that were bullish, they're exhausted with their bullish excuses. Okay, they're exhausted giving you these bullish excuses, trying to explain why we didn't fully go bullish, and now they've given them hope. Okay, they've given them hope. Their opium is down, so now they're turning bearish that we're going to 20,000, which we are. But how Bitcoin works is Bitcoin tricks you because this is psychological warfare. And in Future Proof, I try to teach you about psychological warfare and how to prepare for it. And one key to psychological warfare is doing the opposite of what the mass is doing. Okay, we don't follow everyone else. We make our own way. And what I want to show you guys in this chart is obviously you can see that when we're dropping, we're far away from this 200 EMA, which is this blue line. Right here, we're kind of getting closer to it, and we're just touching it. We touched it once. We're close to touching it again, and look how we're trading very close to it. This 200 EMA is very important that when Bitcoin breaks above it, the momentum will kick in and it will accelerate the price very quickly. This is what a lot of people are not looking at, but I'm looking at it. In addition to that, you must pay attention to what is happening here. Here, we had a double bottom W scenario right here, and you can see that we're also making a higher high here. Here we're almost going down, and look at what that pump came out of nowhere. Okay, whales are accumulating, whales are buying strategically, whales are still making people think that there's potential that we go lower so that they can keep scooping up these sells and filling up their bags. Okay, and look at here again, even though we have the short signal here, I'm not being fooled by this because we had that short signal here, but look how we still pumped. Okay, this is how they're manipulating the price. What I noticed is that this is a higher low than here, and here is a higher low than here. And once again here, even though this candle has not closed yet on the 4-hour, is looking like a higher low than here. Okay, and on top of that, you can see the top of this trend line. This trend line that's been calling all these tops. We broke out of it once, which was a false wick over, and we came back in this triangle, right? And what you have to notice is after breaking out of it a second time, and a third time, we came and found support on top of that, which is a bullish thing to see. Okay, so understand, take everything with a grain of salt. I'm not no psychic. I don't know the future. I don't make these YouTube videos to literally convince you or anything. Like I'm literally doing this so you guys can get some knowledge. Like the key to literally being successful is based on how much you know. And a lot of people don't know how to trade crypto. They don't know what to look at. And I'm trying to kind of like help you guys out. And basically, if you don't want to be alone trading this crazy market, you know what to do. Join the Patreon. It's literally like $20 and $30 a month, and it pays for itself. Okay. So other than that, like if you make mistakes on here, just from watching my videos, that's on you because I tell you to do your own research, and I don't have much responsibility towards that. I have more responsibility towards my Patreon, and that's why they're in my Patreon group. You know, you got to invest money to make money. But regardless, I'm still giving you guys some valuable content for free. So just appreciate that and click the like button. That's all I ask. Now, when you're looking at the price of Bitcoin, what it's doing, and we have this uptrend here, and you can see that we're trading very close to this 200 EMA. When we first had this Bitcoin dump, right, a lot of altcoins dumped, and I knew all of these were going to be dead count bounces because we were far away from this 200 EMA. But now it's different. We're very close to it, and the closer we are to it, making higher lows, the more likely we could break above it. So that's something important to look at. I'm going to bring you guys to this other chart. So we're going to get back to compound, and we're going to get back to these DeFis. So you see what happened here with compound, right? Let me just bring you guys back. You see what happened here with compound. What happened here before this big pump is you had a golden cross. Okay, this is when the 50 EMA goes over the 200 EMA. You had the golden cross and you had the huge pump, right? Something similar is going to happen with Bitcoin very soon, is because you can see it here. The two moving averages are literally caressing each other. They're not fully touching, but they're getting ready to. What I'm expecting is that the whales are literally going to push the price to force this 50 EMA to break above the 200 EMA you see here in the blue line. As you can see, the 200 EMA served as resistance here before, and we have not been able to really clearly break above it the whole way down. So this is something very important to understand. So this is what I'm waiting for. What I'm seeing is that the altcoins are already moving ahead of Bitcoin. And what that tells me is that the whales know that Bitcoin's going to go up. So they're already accumulating the altcoins because they know that the altcoins will make them more gains regardless. So enough talk about Bitcoin. This is my view on Bitcoin. My view is, and this is just my view, is that we may have a major pump all the way up to 47, 48,000, close to 50,000, and then this area get rejected, potentially to come back to 40,000, come back and try to retest it to 45 and get rejected. Understand this triangle, draw it on your own graph so you can see my view on it, and then maybe if we get rejected there, we could come back to this 20 and retest 25,000 and so on. That's just my view, okay? But what I know is during this process of this pump that's going to happen, I'm already mostly back into my altcoins, and I'm going to be making my profit on these altcoins because the altcoins are not waiting for Bitcoin. I can tell you that. And if you're looking at Ethereum too, you can see something very similar. Very similar for Ethereum. Ethereum, as we speak, is about to have a golden cross. You see how we're having that higher low right here, that trend line, okay? And you see how this blue 200 moving average is literally coming down to cross with this 50 moving average. This is going to be a golden cross. When the red line went under the blue line, this was the death cross. Okay, this is on the 4 hour, but death cross was more in the 4 hour. You can see this happen. But now, if we cross over this blue line, this is going to cause Ethereum to pump all the way back up to 33,000 before we potentially get rejected and face up again. But I've already told you guys to watch this. Watch theburn.com. It shows you the amount of Ethereum that is already getting burnt on beta mode, okay? And that amount right now is already worth over 200 million, all right? So this is to keep in mind. Ethereum is going to be deflationary. Ethereum before didn't have a limited supply. Bitcoin had a limited supply of 21 million. Ethereum did not. Now Ethereum is going to have a limited supply, and on top of that, it's going to be deflationary. So that means the supply is going to get reduced as people are transacting on the network. And the goal of that is to reduce the gas fees and so on. So this is really bullish for Ethereum. And look at this right now, guys. This is a very bullish pattern. We not only now have broken over this 200 EMA, but we found resistance over it. So I'm expecting a huge pump from Ethereum, and that's just my view. But now I want to talk about some altcoins that I think are making waves, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to give you guys some ideas so you guys can stop making these stupid mistakes of buying coins and then getting dumped on and then crying about it and so on, because you guys are not doing your research, and you're also not even learning how to set stop losses. If you're losing a lot of money in this market, it's because you're not setting stop losses. Losses are a part of trading, okay? Losses are a part of trading. Say it to yourself. The key to being a successful trader is minimizing your losses. And how do you minimize your losses? By having stop losses in play. Okay. So a coin that I've already been buying, which I had these buy orders set at $2, and some of them filled, some did not. I also had some buy orders here, so I canceled them because the trend has reversed. And I love 1inch. 1inch is a decentralized DEX, and it's aggregating price from all different decentralized exchanges. And I believe this coin has a lot of future because it's integrated with Manic and a lot of, Binance Smart Chain and so on. So I think this is going to be a great project, in my opinion. It's very undervalued. This thing was trading at $7. Now you get to pick it up under $3. Okay. And as we see, we're getting supported by this 50 EMA here, and we're getting rejected by this 200 MA. So we're potentially going to have another drop. So wait for it to drop. Or if you want to accumulate here, dollar cost average. But what you need to do is wherever you're buying, you do a line like this. Okay. You do a line like this, and you say to yourself, okay, if we break below this, we're going to go lower. So you set up a stop loss maybe at right under here as well. Set up a stop loss at like 2.32 or 2.30. Okay, I like to use even numbers, so not 32. I would do 31, and then have the stop loss at 30. But everybody different. So that way, even if you come to here, we might again get supported by this 50 MA. But if we don't and we go down, you protect yourself from loss. Okay, you might lose some money in this short period, but it's not enough as much money as you would lose if you didn't have a stop loss. That's very important to understand. Aave. Me and my Patreon, we've been scooping up Aave at $200. I'm a strong believer in Aave, and I'm going to show you guys why. First off, okay, if you go on Aave, what you guys need to understand is everybody's screaming out undervalued projects, undervalued projects, undervalued projects. I'm going to show you guys the real definition of undervalued project, okay? You have a project like Aave, okay? I'm going to click on the website. Aave is a money market protocol. Aave, in my opinion, is going to replace banks all over the world, and they don't even know it yet. So Aave is a money market protocol. And why I love Aave is because of how undervalued it is and how it, to me, is a guaranteed gainer. Okay, look at this. On the Ethereum V2 market, Aave has over $12.2 billion locked in, total value locked in. Okay, and if we go on the Polygon, um, you can see that Aave has about 4 billion total value locked on Matic. Okay, so, and don't forget just the regular AMM market, which is slightly under 1 billion, right? So this, looking at that, that's about over $16 billion total value locked in. And if we go to Aave, this is sitting at a market cap of $4 billion. Okay, so it's managing more money than it's actually worth. So this is a true definition of undervalued. Okay, Aave is going to replace banks. All right, and you can also see Aave just made an upgrade where they're going to have Aave Pro, which is going to be for institutions to do permissioned DeFi for institutions. This is going to be huge. A lot of money is going to be flowing into Aave, and it doesn't stop there. Aave is planning to, they're already doing flash loans, and they're also planning to do mortgages. So you can literally get a mortgage on Aave. So this is literally going to replace banks all over the world. And I think that there's nothing better to replace banks than Aave. Okay, and that's why I love Aave. And looking at the chart of Aave, you can see that this thing has already been going up on a tear. And what you need to do is this line that I did here, showing the higher lows for Aave. And right now you can see this 200 MA right here. So you want to set up a stop loss at 266 to like 260. Okay, just always have a stop loss in play. And dollar cost average. I hope Aave comes back a little bit because I want to buy more. Me and my Patreon, we scooped up a lot at like $200, which is great. So we're in profit. And I've been literally, you can like, oh my gosh, I've been literally calling Aave this entire like past week. I've been telling him, scoop up Aave, scoop up Aave, scoop up Aave. This is because this is a project with very strong fundamental, a very bright future. And I've been accumulating Aave at under $20. And now I'm still FOMOing in it at like $200, $300. So this should say something. Okay. Another coin that definitely we should keep an eye on is Cardano. Cardano has been holding extremely strong. Wait, actually, let me just go back to Aave because I forgot to mention something. Aave is going to pump more. And how do we know that? Is because this 50 MA is about to cross with the 200, which is going to cause a golden cross, which is going to push the price higher. We saw this on Compound, which I just showed you guys earlier. And Compound, after that cross, we saw Compound. Let's put it right after the cross. After the cross, we saw Compound do an additional 50%. So I'm expecting something very similar for Aave. Okay, so Cardano is another coin that we need to watch, just because Cardano's been holding extremely strong. Okay, you want to have a stop loss in place in case we go lower. But I doubt that we're going to go lower because we're literally rubbing against this 200 MA right now. As soon as we break that, Cardano is going to go on another run. So I've also reaccumulated some of my Cardano and added to my position as well. So this is a coin to keep an eye on. And I spoke about this like yesterday as well about SNX. And guys, this doesn't happen in a bear market. And this shows you that there's reaccumulation taking place. SNX, which we've been scooping up at like $7. These boxes were the areas that I had for my patrons to scoop up SNX from. Look at this round bottom. And SNX hasn't even had this huge pump because we're about to have a golden cross right here as well. So the levels that I'm looking for potential resistance is about $22. Okay, and here as well, we may see the potential resistance at 1366 as well. But this key thing is use previous resistance and support to set up your stop losses. All right, if this goes back down and you're accumulating, set up a stop loss 10% below it. All right, because if you drop 10%, we're most likely going to go lower. Set stop loss to protect yourself so you don't come back on this channel and complain that you lost money on trades, because I'm not your financial advisor in the first place. I'm going to say it again. I have responsibility only towards my Patreon. This is for free. The only thing I ask for you guys is click the like button and drop a comment below. That's how I appreciate it. Okay. A couple other coins that I'm reaccumulating are basically Luna as well. Luna is potentially going to have a huge pump coming. You can see it here. We just matter of fact, after this video, I'm gonna go buy more Luna. We just had a golden cross, and this is gonna pump. So I've scooped up some Luna, but I don't think I have enough now because Luna had one of the biggest drops. Okay, this has been super discounted. I've been giving Luna to people since $2. We've been making major gains, and right now you see after all this sideways action, we're about to pump again. So this is really exciting to see. Next level resistance for Luna would be like $10. Okay, how do you trade this? Make sure you have a stop loss at $5. $5.60 is where I would put a stop loss right under these two, which is like right below these. So Luna's gonna have a huge pump. I hope this video gets out on time so you guys take advantage of that opportunity. But Luna, INJ, yesterday I've told you guys INJ, and INJ was about 690 here, and INJ is about to explode. We're about to see some explosive action from INJ. And I literally yesterday was like, guys, on my Patreon, I'm telling you guys, if you don't buy INJ, you're going to regret it. INJ is going to literally go to the moon. It's going to really have a nice pump. So I'm loaded up and I'm ready to go. Next take profit area would be like $11, and then $16. Have stop loss set maybe at 636 is where I would set up a stop loss. Protect yourselves. Protect yourselves. Okay. And yeah, there's just a lot of projects. They're going to start moving. I don't have time to talk about all of them. If you do want to know every one of my signals, join the Patreon. That's the best way. That way too, you have a whole family to help you end this whole crypto gains. You know, like, guys, don't do this by yourself. You don't have to. Okay, like, I'm here to help, and we've been very successful so far. And as you can see, like, literally I've been calling tops and bottoms, been telling you guys all these bull traps that we were going here, and now I'm changing my tone. All right, I'm changing my tone and I'm switching to short-term bullish. Okay, and these altcoins are not just taking off for no reason. Look at this cup and handle, getting ready to take off. And right after I'm done this video, I'm about to reaccumulate. Right now, I'm back over 70% back in the market, and before today, I might be back like 80%. All right. So that's all that I have in this video for you guys today. There's probably a lot more coins that I could talk about, but I don't want this video to be too long, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys with information. But what I'm seeing right now is that a lot of these DeFi coins are getting ready to move, and I don't want you guys getting left behind. And one last one. So I want to give you guys TVK. I know a lot of people have been asking, and I finally can say that I think TVK has bottomed. Okay, not only did we come back to these previous lows here, TVK finally stopped going down and went sideways. And on top of that, you can see that we're back over this red line, which is the 550 MA, and we're making a higher lows here as well. And look at this volume. Look at this volume coming in for TVK. So I see a breakout. So I started reaccumulating my TVK after some of my stop losses hit. I had stop losses hit at 70 right here, and I had another stop loss hit right here. So now I just doubled and tripled down on TVK yesterday. So I also wanted to share that with you guys. Please also set a stop loss. We set stop loss at 0.09 cents. Okay, that's our view. I'm trying to also give you guys ways to protect yourself from further downside. All right. This is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you appreciate that I take my time to do this video to share with you, and also give you guys some hints on how to make profit and minimize your losses. If you appreciate that I do that, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, share it on your other platform. Help me grow, and I'll help you grow. All right? That's all I got for you guys today. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's staying safe, and most importantly, future-proof.